Hey guys, Commander Tex here, and today I have a Zerg versus Protoss for you. I'm going to be the red Zerg in the bottom left, our nice little spinny thing there, and we're going to be going up against Green Dot, the blue Protoss in the top right. So everything is looking pretty ordinary. Hatch, gas pool, scouting drone's a little weird. Might have been a random player, I don't really remember. This was a while ago. And we have a hatch in the main. Okay. Very cool. I always like getting them to pull a bunch of workers like this and just delay some mining. He brings a zealot out, we cancel it. Ling's at the front, looking around. Drone rolling around. Doesn't look like anything too crazy for the beginning. This drone's being annoying as fuck, which I love that shit, dude. There's nothing else going on. This drone might as well be annoying as fuck. Finally gets caught, but the Adept was already out anyway, so not a big deal. It was going to die anyway. As soon as it dies, he does throw down a Dark Shrine and a Robo. I'm all about that, but it does even make me feel better about my drone because it makes me feel like it was delaying this Dark Shrine. On the other side, this seems to be my 11 Roach build, where you just make 11 Roaches as soon as possible, and you go A-move them with it. I refer to it as the brick build. It's like you're throwing a brick at someone, basically. The Stalker looks like it's going to get jebaited by the Overlord, which is cool, because now it's just going to die. He does have DTs, though, so with 4 DTs, we're going to have to run away. Overlord over here, lanes. But what I remembered to do is actually, since he's just following me with the DTs, I should lead him back to his base instead of just running back to my base, because then they're going to not only kill the DTs, but then they're going to be able to counterattack immediately. At least if I do this, they're going to have to run across the entire map again. So we're going to just move command to the Roaches all the way to the very back of his base. That way these DTs take a long-ass time before they can counterattack again. We successfully got all 4 of them to the very back of his base, so it did work out. Even though he killed 11 Roaches, not for free, he killed like 2 batteries and a Stalker. We killed like 4 units. It really wasn't big. And besides that, he killed everything for free with the DTs, but at least they weren't able to do any damage. Because that's always annoying when DTs run into your mineral lines. He does have 4 Archons now, though. This is getting a little spooky. We have a second Immortal coming. This is just going to be... This is not bad. This is not really how I like to do CIA, but... I mean, he's got the good units. Like, if we have a bunch of charge lots right now, this would be sick. Unfortunately for him, he has... Let me check, because I'm pretty sure it's 4 units that shoot up, and none of them are very fast. And while I am making mutas, this is one of my new favorite ways to play Zerg. My Terran friends keep complaining about it, and so I decided to start doing it in a couple matchups. It's Roach into Muta into Lurker. And the Roaches, you know, can always mess people up, but they are rarely prepared for mutas afterward. And then if you can kill the units that deal with Roaches well, you can just flood with Roaches again, or Lurkers to not die. Oh, though this is sick too. This is 8 units. There's actually 8 units that are moving across the map, and he thinks he's about to fuck me up. And he is. I mean, to be sure, he's going to wreck me with these units, but this is dumb. Like, we don't have any zealots at all. Meanwhile, on the other side, the mutas are just diving these Stalkers before the battery can get up. Archon Immortal still just shredding through. And, yeah, a couple mutas die. We killed most of the Stalkers and a bunch of probes still. Let's look at the units lost. Yeah, it looked like 11 probes went down. Mutas come back in, keep killing more probes. Fight the Stalkers away from the battery. Everything at the third, I believe, dies. Yep. Mutas are still just going to town on these probes, though, too. Meanwhile, in the main, we have 8 spine crawlers and a lurker den almost done. He's a bit of a crazy move command. And then we pull everything, pull the queens, and we start turning these hydras into lurkers so that we can hold this more permanently. I've never actually had someone fight into 8 spines. I typically don't have them done. The only reason I had him done is because he went to the third and killed that first. But yeah, they're pretty good when there's this many of them. And now there's lurkers, and so like you can't push into there. Meanwhile, the mutas have killed all of the workers. And now this turns into a bit of a ridiculous game. So we're just going to go ahead and speed it up and watch from his perspective. Because this is basically just him coping for a little while. Because he doesn't have any workers. He's like, oh, I have Archons. Like, I'm going to chase down your mutas with Archons, and it's going to be great. He also doesn't really have any detection, so we're making obs one at a time. My plan here was to distract him with the mutas in the main so that I could get lurkers on the top of his ramp. And kill the Overseer. So we sniped the Prism there. And now it's just a matter of boxing him out with the lurkers and bringing him home with the mutas. So he tries to attack, and I have a beautiful little Brood War-esque setup here of a fuck ton of lurkers and spine crawlers and spores. And so he can't actually attack that. So he's just going to go around killing, whatever. He snipes his Overseer. He tries to recall. The Nexus dies. So he doesn't have a Nexus. He doesn't have any mining. He can't make any more units, but he does have 2 Archons, an Immortal, and a Stalker, so we're gonna... obviously, we're not out of this game yet. At this point, I was like, dude, I should talk to him. Like, let's see what this guy's about. I don't, like... Why are we still even in this game? And so now we finally get to implement my master plan now that he doesn't have any observers. We got to bring him... bait him into the main with the mutas, move up with the lurkers. Okay, so the Immortals got that lurker. The Morph on the ramp was perhaps a little bit much, but now we got him running into the main again. Okay. Okay. So went to the net. Now follow me to the main. Yep, come all the way over here. All the way over here. Yep, both the Archons. Follow me over here. And now run back to the main. And they follow me back to the main. But now we've got 2 lurkers there. Okay, so now we're backstreaming off a little bit. Now we've got lurkers at the bottom of the ramp. We got a lurker to the top of the ramp. And then his Archon shoots a Hydra that was standing on top of the burrowed lurker, and that's how that lurker died. But eventually, at the very end, we do, in fact, get a lurker at the top of his ramp, which was the goal for the past 5 minutes, since he just wouldn't leave. But we got one up there, and then it died, and then we got another one up there. And he finally accepts defeat. I don't know how we mutually accepted that was going to be the win condition, me getting a lurker on the top of his ramp, but it worked, so I hope y'all enjoyed. That was a fucking weird one. Really, the spine crawler attack earlier was probably the coolest part about it. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later.